Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this week's episode of Vikings on the History Channel, which was episode 3 of season 5 called Homeland. So, this season I think has been pretty good so far. I mean, I said it last week that I'm currently, still rewatching the show with my girlfriend. Almost got her done with season 4. The final stuff with Ragnar is just incredible. And there is definitely still a void without him for sure. I'm still looking for some character to, reel me in like Ragnar did, but I don't think that's ever going to happen no matter what. Ivar is definitely getting, more and more interesting. The actor is doing a good job playing him. I just don't feel latched onto any particular character right now, and I think that's an issue, but again, I'm not expecting another Ragnar caliber character. I'm just looking for a character to really connect with, and, Lagatha's still there, but the writing pair is getting kind of, mixed right now. But nonetheless, this is still actually a really good episode. Of course, with the bishop and Aethelwulf, trying to take back the town and everything like that from Ivar and the brothers. I thought it was actually had some really cool fight and action sequences to it. And of course, Ivar just sitting there, just saying, "You can't kill me," and the blood running down his face. It was a near perfect portrayal of that kind of madness and everything. I thought it was great. Again, the actor is just doing a really good job with it. And there was a girl who, stripped for him and, got into his head. I shouldn't say got into his head, but actually, seemed to support him. Although she would have said anything he wanted at that point. But, I thought it was awkward, but that part was alright as well. I am really liking Jonathan Rhys Meyers on the show. I think he's a great addition and great fit in the series. I loved him in Dracula. Still hate that show is canceled. Of course, his experience on The Tudors makes sense. He's just an excellent actor, and I really, it's odd that I actually like the Bishop more than, some of our other characters. Maybe more than Ivar, I'm not sure. But again, that's probably just because Jonathan Rhys Meyers is playing him, is why I'm saying that. But I like the choreography that went with him and everything. He seems to be a real thinker. And I like their stare down with each other, as Ivar was sitting there. I like the pouring rain and everything, and he's a holy man, but you can tell the bishop, he definitely has some part of his mind that sort of craves the violence and the fighting and everything like that. So I think they're oddly kindred spirits in that sense, or they have like this weird connection, sort of this urge to sort of just confront each other and get to know each other more in certain ways, I guess. I like when the bishop pointed his sword to him. But of course, he still had to go into some kind of retreat, but I still thought it was really cool standoff for sure. I'm not sure how long the bishop's going to be around, but I think he's the best part of the show right now, along with Ivar maybe, and Lagatha when they write her correctly. Then as far as I had Ivar and the other brother, who tried to make a deal with Aethelwulf and the bishop, and that didn't really work well at all. So they actually end up leaving Ivar, or Ivar does anyway. The other ends up staying with him. Because Ivar appears to be more of like the peaceful part of Ragnar's mind, wanting farmland and, not necessarily fighting no matter what. Whereas Ivar just has this bloodlust and he doesn't really care for peace, he just wants chaos and, to be ruthless, right? And Ivar makes the point that Ragnar would be disappointed or angry with Ivar that he's divided the family like this, and, Ivar doesn't think so. And I think Ragnar would be mixed. He did tell Ivar to be ruthless, but I think that was towards like Egbert and King Aela and everything like that. What he did to his brother and sort of how he's handling certain people, I don't think Ragnar would have agreed with. Because Ragnar definitely had a savage part of himself, but he was never cruel. He was never this savage. And he despite like the urge in his mind that he had to rule, he just kind of forced into those situations, but what he really wanted is simple stuff. So I think Ragnar would be a little bit upset with Ivar, or disagree with him a little bit, but it is what it is. You can definitely see why Ivar is becoming feared and an infamous name already. Although, as much as I liked his scene of yelling and everything, you gotta think there would have been someone who would have been willing to shoot an arrow into his face or chest or something. But no one did. I found that odd. Out of the whole group there, no one took a shot. Some got him in the leg, but still, I mean, come on. He probably should have died right there, honestly. But it was still a cool scene. Really good scene nonetheless. Now, as far as the Astrid stuff with, King Harold, I think it's okay. The guy who plays King Harold does a fine job, but, I thought he was going to die like a season or two ago. Or, however long it's been. But he does a fine job, and I just don't know why we're supposed to care about Astrid that much, honestly. Because, she did the weird thing with Bjorn last season. So why would we ever think she's a close ally or, one of the ones that Lyca can actually rely on? So I don't really see how we're supposed to root for Astrid right now, honestly, and she appears to be taking up with her a little bit, but she decks them, before they get into bed together, so there's that anyway. I just don't really care about Astrid or her, time spent on her perspective, but, it is what it is. They also had Alfred, and Aethelwulf was trying to keep track of them in the battle, so we'll see where that goes. So yeah, overall this is a pretty good episode. I mean, like I said, I did really like the Bishop and Ivar thing. So I'm going to give this one at least 8.99 out of 10, I suppose. Maybe 9.1 actually. It's just still really well done. I'm just looking for more to kind of grip me this season, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about it. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.